This is Elton Kane for Finextra at Sibos, and I'm here with Lisa Robbins of Deutsche Bank. Lisa, compared to previous years at Sibos, it seems that regulation isn't as high on the agenda, at least for the sessions here. Why do you think that might be?
Well, first of all, don't be deceived by the fact that it's not high on the agenda here, because it's high on all of our agendas. It is foremost in everybody's day-to-day lives. We're in execution mode. We have two types of regulations: protect regulations and grow regulations. On the protect side, there are AML, FATCA, Volcker rule, a whole host of things that are protecting our systemic risk, not to mention individual countries that have their own policies and programs underway. On the growth side, we see a lot of new things happening, whether it's around SMEs, whether it's around new technologies, or whether it's around how we are going to enter a market. So we think that it's all part and parcel of who we are today. And so I wouldn't say that it's not important at Sibos. It's just we're in execution mode.
So it's a constant undercurrent of regulatory presence then?
Absolutely. It's part and parcel of the environment in which we live in today. And it's all part of who we are, as I said before. So nothing new on that. We wait to the next regulation, and we're hoping that we will react and be as efficient in reacting as we have been before.
In Asia in particular, what are the challenges and opportunities of where we're at now in the regulatory life cycle?
Well, we see two things. It's actually a really interesting balance of where we are today. We see on one side tremendous efforts towards harmonization, and then on the other side, somewhat fragmentation. So if we look at the harmonization, take ASEAN for example. The ASEAN is a region which is coming together under a unified set of rules and regulations to foster more investment, to foster trade flows between the different countries in the region, as well as to foster investments and encourage people to keep their investments in ASEAN. The same could be true of Stock Connect with China, the link between Hong Kong and China, and a whole host of other examples I could give you around the region. However, on the flip side, we also see, as we talked about before regulation, concerns about systemic risk and ensuring that each and every country is isolated from those risks. So in some cases, we see data onshoring, we see more movement towards capital requirements, and perhaps in some respects to protect local labor, goals to ensure that employment is kept high within a country, which restricts in some respects movement of labor. But net, this is an age and stage, and the positives and the goals of creating an easier place for companies to do business, to keep their hard-earned cash and to make investments outweighs the difficulties.
The big issue debate on RMB here, RMB internationalisation was described as a real game changer. What are the challenges and opportunities around that, and how do you go about kind of taking advantage of those for your customers?
Well, I think the RMB is probably one of the most exciting and challenging events that's happened since in the 21st century from a financial point of view. So, and in the short period of time between 2008 to 2015, look at how it's grown. It has moved from being a when will this happen question, and an if it will happen, to the RMB moving in to be the fourth largest payment currency in the world, to encouraging free flow of capital, not 100% capital liberalization, but lots of programs moving towards it, whether it's QFI, whether it's RQFI, whether it is the newly launched China interbank payment system that will make it easier to move money in and out and settle money in China, to a whole host of things, the multitude of offshore clearing centers. So we're very, very excited about it, and DB has been at the forefront of developing solutions for our customers, whether it's the two-way cross-border sweep, whether it's our involvement in Hong Kong China's Stock Connect, or a whole host of other new and dynamic changes that are happening. And what we believe is necessary, not just for us, but for any institution, is to work very closely with our client base to ensure they understand what and how to utilize the opportunity presented by the RMB's internationalization.
That's great, Lisa. Thanks very much for your time.
Thank you.